Okay, this is you can call me L, your spiritual mentor. I hope that has nothing to do with my clothing. And I'm on the front porch, so it's a little dark out here, but there's some light, right? So, I was just thinking about people with addictions. There's a lot of reasons why you would have addictions. It could be something that's in the family. It could be something you were introduced to most times. You can have things in your body that you need, like minerals, spices, vitamins, magnesium, zinc, all that good stuff. And when it's depleted, your body craves something. People substitute it with drugs. Very simple. If they were to just eat more, talk to your doctor. Not no doctor now. But if you were to feed your body the things that it actually craves versus drugs and alcohol, and then feed that with the fuel of all of your whiny baby stories of I was poor and had to eat out the garbage can. Where's the drugs? I had to be beaten and treated very poorly. Where's the drugs? Those should not be excuses to abuse yourself. We all have a story. Um, I was just thinking too how people's bodies lock up because they don't drink enough water or get enough exercise or just eat poorly. Their minds lock up with their bodies. I think when you think well of yourself, you treat yourself well. So you eat well, you exercise, you do things that really help you perform well. But it's a mindset that is very, very much connected to the foods you eat. Now, again, people love to come into people's lives and F up what they got going on because they what just felt like it, right? So what could happen is you can decide that whatever drug you're craving, you can somehow research what if they've done this. You can do it yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, your body will tell you what it needs. It will literally say, I crave greens, or I crave onions, or I crave a certain type of food because maybe, even though it may be garbage in the community, it may have something in there that feeds whatever you need. So, like me, I was eating Taco Bell a lot. I think it's because it had a salad in it. Now, I could have bought a salad anywhere, but I like crunch. I kind of like the little meats, not probably real. And I like the cheese combination with the crunch. So I decided to just keep getting tacos and nachos, nacho Bel Grandes. But with that, I would always tell them to add lettuce. Oh, someone's here. Hello. I'm sorry. No one ever watches these, so I just be talking. But welcome. Feel free to check out my channel. See if there's any yeah, just check around. Okay, get familiar with it, all the links and things. So somehow, I will always have them put extra lettuce, not so much tomatoes because I heard it makes arthritis worse. So I don't play with tomatoes too much. I don't have arthritis, I don't think, but I'm not sure. I figured it out. So a lot of lettuce on my nacho bel grande, sour cream, but I always had a lot of lettuce, extra lettuce, please, on top of the nacho bel grande. I don't know how people eat food and don't have any vegetables on it. I don't care. It just gives it life to me. Like when you put lettuce on your top nacho bel grande, I just feel like even the tacos. I don't think they put lettuce on it, maybe. But I always ask for extra lettuce on my bel grande. And what I'm talking about is diet. When your body is craving something, some people put drugs and alcohol in there. I guess out of poverty mindset. So instead of buying grocery and eating and sitting with the family at a table, they kind of say to themselves and just drink because maybe they feel they can't afford a family because they have immature ideas of what a man and a woman's relationships are. Just very juvenile. Like, I can't afford it. Children say that. Adults can go get anything. That's divine guidance. That's the truth. I'm your spiritual mentor. You can have anything you want. It may take time, but as long as you're working towards it and you're trusting God and He's ordained that and you will get confirmation, you'll have it. The universe is full of wonder. So you don't have to force it. You don't have to try and figure it out. I mean, God will let you do that. But it's really okay to have goals and dreams and know that you can achieve them. Thank you for the like. um, Life is full of transition and changes. Go with the flow. It may be scary. I just learned, life is life and just go do it. Just do life. I had to travel to different states in a car that was questionable. I went. I got in that car and I went. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 2 winters ago. I went to Wisconsin. Oh my God. It was like being on a farm. That's why I don't travel. Uh, I was looking like, man, these are cornfields. I get lost, car stop. I didn't want to be negative, but reality is. Hello, Antoine, Bossy or Boss. How are you? Thank you for coming. Check out my channel. Check out my links. Get at home. Be at home. Check it out, honey. Look at my links. Got any questions? Let me know. Okay. Um, Check out my stuff, everybody. Hello again. Um, Absolutely. I just learned. I mean, once I hit 40, I'm like, I'm 40. I'm grown. I can do anything. And I did. Oh, thank you so much. I hope she's talking to me. Thank you, sweet soul. I love you, sweet soul. In case no one told you are so precious. Thank you. I think you're talking to me. I don't know. You guys can be conversating together in the chat. Do that. Be friendly. Thank you for the community. And don't forget to like if you like to share. I don't know if I'm saying anything to help anyone, but I do consider myself a spiritual mentor. So when I hit 40, I'm almost 50, guys. I figured, what am I scared of? This is life. There's not a person I'm scared of. There's not, you have reverence. I don't get nervous. It's like we're having interviews, conversation. We're human. We're having a conversation. Why would I be nervous, right? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. But I do feel that it's important to get to a place where you're comfortable. I hear of people going into rooms and they're getting nervous and they don't know what to say. Baby, be yourself. Sit there like the boss. I don't know. Don't get in their energy, though. That's one thing I've learned. I have a boss energy. I don't do it on purpose. I think it comes from either people being very insecure and pretending or being given that position and they try to fulfill it through some magical something they came up with to look and be like a boss, maybe studying a video or a movie to pretend like there's something. But the true authenticity of a boss is someone that just really embodies it by just doing the right thing. A lot of power comes from just doing the right thing. And people are so upset with me because people don't do this. Is rare. I didn't know. You couldn't have painted on you could not have painted it on my forehead. Who does that? That's all I keep hearing. Who does that? Who's authentic? Who's responsible? Who's accountable? Where did they do that at? That's what they told me. I'm like, where do you go? To the brothel. These people love prostitutes and like being one. Hey, that's not my world. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Okay, talk to you later. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you follow me more often because I love being online. I love being here for you guys. I'm so glad you're coming to my page because normally I talk crazy because no one comes, but you guys are showing up, so I better be careful. I'm just real. I'm from the South. I try to be, very respectful, but the truth is the truth. So again, when you're authentic and you're doing things the right way, the way God told you, this is not about religion. I'll say it again as I did in another video. Our lives are not just cars, homes, apartments, clothes, shoes, money, food, family, relations. When you go to the doctor, most people go when they're sick. Maybe if there's something questionable going on, like maybe a pregnancy or maybe just a checkup. They're only focusing on the physical, the dental, and what else? That's about it. They do not include their mental health, some people, and they don't include their spiritual health. And that's what church is for. And some people go to church, they don't think this is really spiritual training. This is spiritual mentorship. I'm going to tell you, I've been going to a church I had been for a while. And God put it in my spirit. You've been sitting around bosses. You've been sitting around people that properly run churches. They may not have the greatest character. We're all human, but they were running a business. You've been in the company of, well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you so much, Kathy. You guys, thank you so much. I just love you guys. Thank you. Oh my God. I don't get this kind of love. Thank you. I hope I can serve you guys more often. Oh, thank you so much. But I think, what God put in me was you've been sitting in the rooms of great men and women. These are business meetings. These are empowerment meetings. So take notes and really understand you've been in the presence of great men and women. You have been in the presence of business meetings. You've been in the middle of people that are millionaires and billionaires. Don't take this lightly. Oh, I was taking notes. And then these people started telling us, hey, we're going off the scene. And the way we came up was to take the models, the mentors that we had, and reproduce what they were doing. I mean, this is the Bible, guys. Anybody can use it, right? And they were saying we wrote books about God. Do the same. We made prayers. We opened our churches like, like our mentors. They made the model. You're not recreating the wheel. You're not inventing anything new per se. You're taking what's already here and you're making it your own. Put your own story to it. Put your own life and style to it. But you have a model. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And God just let me know you have been in some business meetings. You've been in empowerment meetings. You've been around great men and women. It's time for you to give them that credit. Y'all, people have gripes. I mean, I can tell you several stories of the members that they didn't break my heart. I don't know if I have one anymore. I'm just cool. But, people are human. They like you or they don't, even in churches. It's what it is. You know what you came for, and that was to see Jesus. If you don't see him, you leave. You're not there for social. I mean, it's good to be a part of a group. It's good to, fellowship and all that. But if God is not there, not saying it's not in the people, maybe that's just not for you. I refuse to be in places where, if I have a choice, where people are not authentic with me, they don't show love or respect, have it. I came to see Jesus anyway. Thank you. We actually got into the prayer line and they were looking like, oh, you want to talk to the pastor? And I'm thinking, I actually just got in prayer to get agreement. So I didn't necessarily need to be, with the pastor. I just need prayer. So he was looking like, what? I didn't come to see the pastor. I do what he does. I just want agreement. So if you want to put me in that line, that's fine. But they have ministers that sit with you also and do things. And I'm like, that is so nice. They have mentors and other people that pray and do things the same as the pastor. So I just wanted to touch and agree with people, outside of myself and my children, and just see the blessings of God, right? That dog is loud, but it's a little loud. Oh, that is a bigger dog. Anyway, so came to the point where, I just started taking notes and started really realizing that I've been blessed to, now my arm hurts, Jesus. Blessed to really, I've been injured, guys. So, I've been through some things. People keep torturing me. And you think it's funny because they're crazy. They really are. And I'm trying to escape, but they have friends in the police department, family members, lovers, and they get access to me. However they do it, PIs, whatever they do. They find me. They go into records in the different offices that I might use to find my new address. I haven't even updated the address because they follow me around. They know, oh my God, they're so weird. They do the worst. I pray they're not doing to my children. One is about going crazy. I'm telling you, this is a lot. I pray and tell her, these are illusions these people are casting, literally. And yes, it comes with pain. Be strong because I've done everything to kind of get them off me, except shoot a gun. I'm telling these people. So what I have been doing is praying and asking God to take control of the situation because I think it's all about someone leaving me some type of inheritance. And these people had already stolen it, not knowing that the person left the will for me because I'm not related. I think that's what happened. So they figured, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to torture her. Hopefully she hurt herself, her and the kids. And then we can just keep it because we already took it. And I'm like, I'm not even pursuing to keep it. But I guess they figure as long as I'm alive, I could discover it, or someone could say, "Hey, there she is. She's supposed to get this. You're not supposed to. Oh, you're in trouble." Listen, nobody told you to do that. So no, you need to torture yourself for being stupid. Leave me alone. So God said, just they've been tossing me around, pulling the rug, breaking phones, hacking emails, pretending to be me with whatever they're doing because my name is on stuff. They keep taking my ID, going places with their cop friends and their bank friends and whoever else they're connecting with in my family. I guess pretending to be me, got a doppelganger. And God told me somebody's trying to take your place. Wake up, pay attention, be yourself. Be yourself because someone's trying to be you. And God gave me this whole vision I did in my last video. I'm not going to talk about it. Where He showed me where someone was taking things that I was supposed to own and saying they were me and that I needed to step it up. Just be me. That's simply it. Nobody can be me but me. So they've been trying to get me, take me out, hurt me, poison. Nothing worked. So I guess they said, well, we just got to hide her. I'm out front. You better go in. It's dangerous. It is. But I'm free. I'm free, baby. And then they have this little sound thing where people are hissing around. It's a two-legged snake. Come on, let's have some coffee and tea and toast and eggs. Come on. Child, I ain't worried about these people. I am not. I've never have been. I'm not gonna start. I understand people do get killed and they do hurt your kids and all that. Listen, I trust God. That's all I got. I've been telling people I need help. I need a new phone. I need to get away. I need to be safe. People carrying on their lives like I ain't said nothing, and that's cool. So being in the sound like it's raining. What is being in these rooms with these great people? I learned a lot. YouTube Kathy, yes, God. I learned a lot, and I started to write a. I actually wrote a book. These clowns stole it. That's probably how they're making money. I heard there's a whole bunch of ways. I'm creative, as I stated. God gives me revelation. These people around me just steal it. They took the book and probably went and printed it overseas, I think. And they've been making money. And there was some other things they were doing that's crooked. But see, there's somewhere in the system where um, I don't know, I'm under government watch or something, and these people didn't know that they didn't care. They thought I was a commoner. So me, I'm driving Lexus trucks. I'm living my good life. I'm living in nice apartments. They're like, we gotta hide you. You don't need none of that. So you want to die? You just gonna lay low. I'm like, excuse me. You gonna sit down and get away from me? That's what's gonna happen. And they're like, no, no, no. You can do it our way because we're bullies. We some street things. We've been stealing. Get away from me and stay. Oh God, they just been goofy. You know what? Let me see what's going on. This guy's dancing around in here. Gotta keep my eyes on. What is wrong? Oh no, no fault. So I decided to live my life, and I'm going to keep doing that. And so I wrote this book. It was called Building Nations, and God gave it to me to speak about the audacity to dream, the audacity to be authentic in a society that doesn't allow you to be. And in doing so, God empowers you to, as He said in Isaiah 54, um, cause you to be of favor to Him, where He will never forsake you again. He will give you safety and everything. It's like at the beginning of this story, He comes in saying, "Go ahead and sing. I'm going to elevate you. If you have flimsy curtains, go ahead and get the best, and make sure you have good, strong stakes to hold it up. You know, if you were in a tent, enlarging it, okay? Because I'm about to give you security. I'm about to give you forgiveness, peace, safety, everything that a father that's returning home or finding grace in their child or a husband or a savior would do. Like maybe once you were forsaken, but I want you to sing now because I am going to upgrade you. Okay. And so it said, your children will build in desolate places, build cities in inhabitable places that were not inhabitable. So the vision was to build housing for people that struggle. It is crazy that this stuff keeps going up and people's income isn't, and it's not safe. So God put it in my heart to do that vision of building. And these people probably took the inheritance money that I was supposed to get, and they're building and losing money. It's not working because I was supposed to do it, not them. They thought they were older and wiser. But see, God was leading me. He had already given me the vision years ago. And they was like, bah humbug. We're older. We know better. We'll do it. And they lost everything. So God is restoring. God made the trees. They say, oh, it's, the paper isn't made from trees anymore for the money. They're using linen and cotton. He made the linen and cotton so he can make more money. And I trust that he will. It started out at $4 billion, and then it went to $8 billion. It comes in increments. It can be 1 million, then it can come in another couple million. However it looks, I did tell the universe that it has to be done. So my vision is to build these houses around the, and I get sick of people living on top of each other. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. People need their own privacy. I don't know why they got stuck on this two flat or more houses or people in the same area. People need their privacy to raise their families. It's getting, I'm 50 in September, and I cannot think of an apartment where people moved in, and when you go to the restroom, they're in the restroom. Or if you're in the hallway, they're in the hall. If you're on the porch, they're on the porch. You need your privacy. You need your privacy. And it's amazing. So I even came up with structures where maybe some apartments are facing one direction, the other apartments facing the other direction. You should not be running into people when you come in and out your house. When you park your car, you shouldn't have to see other people parking their car. When you play your music, you should not have to hear their music. When you're with your partner, they should not be able to hear that. When you're disciplining your children, no one should be listening. They should not be able to hear you. These houses are way too close. And these 2-floor units are way too crazy for me. I like my privacy. And anyone should. So these houses should be single. They should have, again, enough space where people can have privacy to live their lives without everybody hearing them through the window. Everybody seeing them when they come and go. I was just thinking, how can you leave a house and not everyone see you? It's probably impossible, but I think if you're in different directions, people have to be real creative to just sit there and watch for you if you're not even in the same direction. So, whatever the case, it's up to $8 billion. This idea, and people have it. That's all I. So let me go back in history. Several people came from other countries to build banks, to build houses and colleges. I have a couple stories, like Macy's. This guy came from, was it Europe? And he just remembers Chicago being by the lake. He wanted to build a building. So he built Macy's on State Street. That was his vision. And he solicited people, or he had the money already. But it still sits there, right? And it says Macy's building on State Street. That was his vision. And he financed it. The ITT Tech here in Chicago, right at 26 on Western, there was a minister or preacher that literally, God gave him the vision to build a school for the Mexican people, right? Or whoever. And he literally allowed them, the man, to put it into a sermon, because he kept thinking, God, I want to build a college for people of the Mexican descent here in the United States. And that Sunday he went to church and he gave that sermon, and there was a minister, no, there was a millionaire in the audience, a multimillionaire. And he literally said, I like that vision. Just promise me you'll put my name on the building. And I'm sure it's somewhere saying, this is the finance person. This is the person that financed this project. And his name is probably there somewhere. And so ITT Tech sits right there still. He envisioned the $1 million. He put it into his sermon, and there was a millionaire sitting there and donated. So this $8 billion plan, I kept trying to figure it out. I went to real estate school, didn't get 3 points away. I did an investment company. COVID hit. I mean, good Lord. And you can still do investments without the license, but I did get the license. So the $8 million plan, I said, any increments, universe. So people probably even wrote those checks to me, and guess who intercepted? The two-legged rats. Trying to be me. Like, oh, that's a lot of money. It actually happened. I pray God works, okay? It's not religious. We are spirit, mind, body, and soul. And we got to take care of all of it, not just our body. Not just our food. Feed your spirits. Feed your faith. This is not religion. Your body has faith and energy in it. Your body is spirit, okay? People do not feed those parts of themselves. They do not. They feed it foolishness, okay? And this is why life gets hard. They don't have that mayonnaise. They don't have the spirit. So And then they are spirit. The air they breathe is spirit. It's energy. I don't understand. So I recognize that. And so I told the universe that I wanted to build these properties. And again, I think the money did come in and people were just taking it. They was doing what they wanted to do and just they're leaving me out. And I think they're going to get in trouble. Sure, this is why they're probably harassing me. This money keeps coming in different places, and they're pretending to be me, probably intercepting. And I'm sitting here homeless, hurt, outdoors. They don't care. Like right now, I can go upstairs and she can say, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable, and tell me to stay out here. When I had my own place, I had my own car, took everything. I'm not saying this person did, but it was a conglomerate group of people that want me to lay low, I guess, so they can keep getting these benefits. I can't explain why else this would keep happening. I'm just saying. So, whatever the case, guys, that is my vision. And I understand age is just a number. I could be here 116. There's a bunch of people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that started very profitable businesses that still stand, like Church's Chicken. That man was 65 when he got that recipe from that African American man and put it into a restaurant. He was 65 years old. So age is not a factor. He was 65 when he started KFC. You can't say chicken anymore because it's not real chicken. So he said, just say KFC. Don't say Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's not chicken, right? So KFC was 65 when it was, the man was 65 when he started it. So age is not a factor. Okay. I love Liz Claiborne. She was about 40 something when she started her line. So age is not a factor. My dad was about 65, 60 when he bought his house, first house. It could have been my money. I don't know what these people are doing. It could have been my house that they bought with my information. I don't know. But point being, don't think you're too old, okay? There's a lady, I'm not going to say she's a preacher, but she's a leader. She got married at 60 for the first time. 60 years old. Yeah. So don't worry about your age. Just do what God gives you. So my goal is to continue to talk about this $8 billion plan of houses around the world. People need housing. Affordable, effective, safe, efficient housing. These rates are ridiculous. You need 3 jobs and 3 men to get an apartment. And you can't just get it just to get the job. You got to keep it. Because if they toss you out, you're going to need 3 times to get the next one, okay? So it's ridiculous. I mean, I think between 500 and maybe 750, that's reasonable, especially for people that their incomes don't change. Seniors, you get into a senior building, you stay 1 or 2 years, and then your stuff goes up, and you were barely able to get in there. So now you have the burden of that. Huh? That's difficult. Say a young person that needs an apartment, 18, 19, just a studio. Why are they paying $1,000 a month? These jobs don't pay that much. And so you need $3,000 a month at 18. And yeah, you can get credit already. Jesus, why you gotta borrow just to make it? Or you gotta have a girlfriend or a wife just to have 2 incomes? Does your dog do commercials? It gets ridiculous. 500 to 750 should be sufficient for a single person. For a family of however many, I don't think it should go over 900. That's difficult, but people are not rich. And it's amazing how many people are just half a paycheck from being homeless. Not a whole check, just half. Anyway, guys, it's about 30 minutes in. I would love to stay here, and thank you for staying with me. You one person, God bless you. And yeah, I'm going to say goodnight. I would love to stay on longer. But yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, whatever you do here. And again, get familiar with my page. Check me out. I got a lot of links. I do produce books and things like that. Yeah, they took my whole book. Hello, Brad. Good evening. Thank you. I'm good, Mr. Flores. Um, get familiar with my page. I'm just starting. Normally, people don't come here, so it may look goofy. A lot of this is just a document of my life. Whenever the stalking started in 2018, you'll see me crying, looking sad, just documenting. But this is me. I'm getting better. I call myself a mentor now. Good night, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. But yes, guys, thank you so much. It's been 30 minutes. I can't talk for 8 days now. Straight, little food, little water. But yeah, I'm trying to cut it down and serve it up short and sweet. So thank you for joining me. I have a lot more to say, but I think, yeah, good night. And Brett, you just came on, so I would love to stay with you too. But we'll be back. We have a lot to talk about, okay? It's going out by itself. Jesus.